So Brentford 1, Arsenal 3. We started the new year with a win. Happy New Year, Kenny. Hope you're well,
Happy
my
New
friends.
Year,
You're
mate.
obviously at the ground. I bet we're having kittens at 1-0. I missed the first 30 minutes, so I didn't get up in time. But I then watched the rest of the game, and I swear down there, second half we were very good. Yeah, but they run out of steam.
I'll help you out. I'll help you out
Go on.
first. I'll help you out then. Like at the beginning of the game, I thought we had a lot of possession, but it was possession that went nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Thomas Partey was commanding. Calafiori didn't really have much to do. Odegaard, just every time he got the ball, he did it. He did things. Let's be honest, everything he did up to their goal annoyed me. Held on the ball too long. His passes went to no one. Everything he did was inaccurate. You know, his position was even the greatest. It's like you're giving the ball to be the conductor and to try and create chances. But when your passes are so inaccurate, it kind of annoyed me. And there was other things that annoyed me about his performance as well. Was he just looks off the pace? You know, my theory is: did we rush him too early from injury? Because that's how it's looking to me. Because he looks off the pace. His passing, his short passing is okay, but his long passing and his like through balls, it's going to no one. There's one time in the first half where he's put a great ball in, but it was to no one. He's pierced the defence, but it's to no one. You know, 1 year he was hugging the touchline rather than keep his little passing area. He's anticipating a run that was never going to be on, and I think that's one criticism. Calafiori, you know, struggled at left back once again. I would say in terms of like Calafiori, you know, I long for the day he becomes a centre half because I think that's going to be his best position.
I long for the day he goes back to Italy, bro. He's shit.
I know, and then Mikel Moreno was. Oh my God! Before they scored, he was absolutely terrible. And even in a period after they scored, it was 6 or 7. Let's talk about the first goal. The first goal was during our period of domination. We lost the ball where we didn't take out a warning previous before where we lost the ball where Brentford's passing went astray. But this time, Damsgaard makes a good through ball and Bomo gives Ray the eyes, puts it 1-0. And even then, after Brentford went 1-0 up, I felt that Brentford needed that second goal. They absolutely needed that second goal because, you know, we were a bit sloppy. We're giving the ball away. They were pressing. They were winning back possession. There was a shot where it went through Ryan's hand, but he managed to scoop it away before it went in the back of the net. And I think afterwards, Brentford got a bit too excited. They did get into our last third, but the last pass just went astray. And I think when the last pass goes astray, and then you let us in by, you know, it was an okay goal. You know, Jesus scored again, which I'm really happy about. Martinelli was involved in the handball incident, but VAR said it wasn't handball. And then from then on, that's when we took control of the game, and that's what people need to realise. People are going to look at this result and say, right, this is a commanding performance of Arsenal, very good performance. But what they don't realise is that we're very vulnerable at the start of football matches, particularly against a team like teams that, you know, have got a bit about them, especially when they've got a Brian and they've got Wizard. But
a little bit of pace and a little bit of authority in midfield.
Exactly. If you don't score the second goal against us, then you're in danger and let us in. There's still a lot of things that I'm not happy with. But you've got to look at the positives. The positives was our reaction to the second half. Set pieces again, where basically Flecken, I don't know what was distracting him. Surely, he didn't stay up for New Year's Eve fireworks because a keeper of his ability should be catching that ball. But I don't care. It fell to Moreno. Moreno scores. All the crowd are singing his name, and we all forget the garbage that he produced in the first half. But that's football. You know, Martinelli didn't have a fantastic game. He was struggling in the first half, but he's, you know, from another, like I said, like crossing situation, got down the byline, he chests it, volleys it in the back of the net, and everyone thinks he's had a good game. But it's one of those things where we're not playing particularly well. We're still conceding goals, but one thing will get us, far, probably not far enough, is the fact that we're a very athletic team. That athleticism, especially when we go down, we've got players who got another engine in them. You know, bringing on Declan Rice, he's got an engine. Thomas Partey today was superb, and not many people are going to notice that. If you speak to a lot of fans,
he was my man in the match. I thought he was unreal.
But that's the thing. He kept it simple. He ran the midfield. He bossed the game. And Declan Rice, if you're on the sidelines, watch Thomas Partey, and that's how you boss the midfield. That's how you play. How a complete defensive midfielder plays. A complete midfielder, not what you normally do, where you do the great things that I like, where you hold the ball, where you can hold, where you basically hold your position. You do your recoveries. You're a good runner, but sometimes you've got to be able to look at the bigger picture. Thomas Partey today. Without Thomas Partey, I don't know how we would have won the game, how we would have got back in the game. So for me, it's bravo. But the fact is that there's still a lot of things that I don't like. There's still a lot of things you didn't like. I'm sure that when you watch this, the first half, when you woke up, it was 1-1. But there were certain things that you looked at, and you're thinking, right, I need something big from Martin Odegaard.
I'm watching our captain. I'm watching our captain. Right, walking around the pitch, rubbing his snot in his hair. Non-stop.
You know what? I never noticed that. I need to concentrate. I need to concentrate a lot more
Kenny,
on that.
Don't watch the ball. Yeah, just watch him for 5 minutes straight.
I'm going to do well. My next live game is Newcastle in the cup, and obviously I've got Man United because I thought, right, we're in the semi-finals of the League Cup. Let me go and give that a watch. And obviously it's Man United. You're always going to want to watch that. So I need to specifically look out for Martin Odegaard off the ball because
hair flicks and snot flicks, and watch him off the ball. Yeah, right. We've said this about 29 before. Yeah, like when he first joined, he hides. Yeah, Odegaard hides in games. Yeah, but when he gets the ball, he's got that skippy arm movement, and he buzzes around. He makes him look like he's doing stuff. Kenny, the guy is rubbish. He slows us down and passes backwards.
100%. And you know what? There was evidence throughout that first half where he did do that. When we had control in the game, it doesn't really matter because really and truly, if you're 3-1 up, it's not really about Odegaard trying to be, from an offensive point of view, trying to create chances. It's about midfielders, passing the ball out, slowing the game down. Defenses never leaving their station or their positions, and it's the onus is on Brentford to try and create something. But what we did really well is that whenever Brentford got the ball, they had to get back and try and get the angle for the cross. They put the crosses in. Our defence basically shepherded the ball out. Our goalkeeper had a really good game. Now, one of the reasons why I want to talk about Ray is because, as you know, I've been his biggest defender. But last few games, there's a few things that he's been doing I don't like. Forget about the goal I didn't like because he was giving the eyes. He should know better. He's played with Mbeumo before, so he should know what Mbeumo was going to do. He should have known that Mbeumo was not going to curl it. He was going to go for that near post, so he has to do better there. Again, he's kicking. Some parts of the first half I didn't like. You've got to remember one thing. The reason why we promoted you to the number one is because of your ability with your feet and also you command your area. There's certain games where I'm not seeing evidence of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the last 5 games before today, and including today. Second half, I thought he was outstanding, by the way.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the thing. We had that, but you got to remember, he's outstanding because we had that 2-goal cushion. Yeah. But when it's a situation where it's 0-0, 1-1, he's becoming a bit nervy. Now, I think a lot of it's to do with the fact that our defence is not as good as it was before, and most importantly, the fact that in midfield we're chopping and changing a lot. But even so, one of the reasons why we were celebrating the defence is because of the command he had in his area, because of the fact that he inspired confidence. But at the moment, he's not really inspiring confidence. Now, that could be the fact that we're not keeping many clean sheets. He's not keeping many clean sheets. Maybe that's one of the reasons where it's affected the performance. But all I'm trying to say is that right now, we've won. Hopefully we'll win. We're scrapping out results. But it's going to be a time, and I always say it, where a team, especially in that bottom 10, are going to get everything right. They're going to get everything right defensively. In midfield, they're going to have the control. And up top, they're going to have a killer. And then what will happen is that when we try to get back in the game through the set pieces, we may not be able to do that. Brentford gave us an into the game on the basis they couldn't get that second goal. And then when they were in the attacking positions, when they're on top, they gave the ball away.
Yeah,
we've got to do a lot better.
Yeah, 100%. Brighton and Newcastle next, mate. Yeah, I think we'll beat Brighton, but that Newcastle game, we don't go 2 clear goals in that. I think we're in trouble.
Well, that's one of the things is that we've got to have to go strong against Newcastle, and we because I can assume that the way Man United are playing at the moment, they've got no confidence whatsoever. Their manager Amarin has confused the hell out of them. I always say whenever you go into a football club, keep it simple. Don't try and get players to do what they can't do. Just get some bloody results, and then when you get the results, you gradually get your own men in. I mean, he's playing 3-4-3, but he's got no bloody wing backs. His wing backs of Missouri, a right-footed left back, and he's got Delo at left back, a right-footed left back, and he's got Missouri, who basically played left-sided when he was at Holland. So more for him. But at the end of the day, I'm an Arsenal fan, and I expect, Brighton. That's going to be a bit tricky because Brighton's still got some game changers. But if we score early and we use athleticism, we can win comfortably. Newcastle will be a definite kettle of fish. Newcastle going to come for a draw. Man United just play set pieces and you'll win easily.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, get him safely, man. Happy New Year, mate. Yeah, and listen, bless up, mate. Yeah, you braved the cold weather on New Year's Day, and
let me tell you something now. There's cold parts of London, but that part of London in in Brentford, it was cold last year. It has to be something. It's got to be due to the fact that it's near the River Thames. That's the only reason why it is so cold. I thought I was in Iceland. I went to Iceland last year, but I actually thought I was in Iceland. But when I as soon as I got off the train, got in the Kew Bridge, I swear to God, the gloves went straight on. The gloves went on.
Get him safe, man. Make sure you follow Kenny Chem 1972 on Insta. And we're out, people. We're out. Bless up. Jez next, an emergency meeting. Later.
One more thing I've got to go. Odegaard, up your game, son.
Yeah, or piss off.